Hello. So, I just found this room, and I thought that this would be a good time to introduce you to Arky, also known as First Archivist. This won't mean much to you if you're entirely new to Drawd. In fact, it kind of makes me wonder if maybe I should make some videos talking about the lore a little bit, because it is very interesting, the setting and the characters and all. But all you need to know right now is that First Archivist has designed a few rooms that are sprinkled throughout the games, and they're all secrets. And the interesting thing is that he has a particular approach to puzzle design um, that might become clear in a moment. And so I'll just have Arky himself explain what this puzzle is all about.
Powder kegs. First, I position a bunch of brains. Next, I surround them with ore mites. Then, I include sufficiently few powder kegs so that Delver cannot blow up all the brains.
Pretty much that. So Oramites you won't have seen before, and Oramites are a type of ground tile, and if I step on it, I become unarmed, which means I face the way I walk, and I don't get my weapon, and the reason for that is because Oramites eat metal, so I have to put my weapon away. And powder kegs, as you might remember, blow up. That did, yes, I think that featured in a video. If it didn't, well, you're seeing it now. Powder kegs blow up, and I can push them, unlike bombs. And these brains here will influence enemy behavior, but since there's no other enemies around, they're basically just targets that we have to strategically figure out how to destroy. And we've got these spike traps here, and the spike traps basically poke stuff every 10 turns. You can see 30, 10, 20. If I stand on it, I die. I don't want to stand on it. And if I put a keg on it, the keg blows up. The last thing I should explain, maybe I should have started with this, because it's probably a little confusing, that I don't have a sword. I have this pickaxe here. You can change weapons in certain areas throughout the game, and the pickaxe is one of the early weapons that you get. And instead of stabbing things, I can push them if it's at a forward angle. If it's at a side angle, or a backwards angle, then it'll stab it, and stabbing powder kegs tends to blow me up, so I should stop doing that. So now we have our puzzle, as we heard from Arky himself. And I'll refresh the position of the powder keg so you can see this. We've got this line of powder kegs here. We can't blow up the powder kegs right next to the brains because that would kill me. So we have to put it on top of the spike trap so that it'll blow up the powder keg and cause a chain that will destroy the brains. So you can see there's one of these nicely set right next to it, so if we push this one in, it'll blow up these brains, and if we push this one in, it'll blow up these brains. And if we push this one at the bottom in, it'll blow up these 4 brains. If we push this one at the top here in, well look, you can see, as described in the notes, there's one less powder keg than we need. So how do we do this? And immediately you're gonna start trying to think about how you can trick the puzzle by getting clever with it. Like maybe you could have one chain kind of connect. Like maybe if we put a keg like right here and then kind of connect it over here, but that would use more powder kegs. Whoops. I accidentally press shift all the time and it causes me to go into lock mode, and I don't know what that does. Just ignore it. Anyway. And so there doesn't really seem to be any way around that. And one of the ways that Drawd puzzles tend to be tricky is they use misdirection. And you see this a lot, where you kind of think that you understand the parameters of the puzzle, and at first you're gonna be thinking to yourself when you look at the bottom here, oh, this powder keg, it looks really good because it's blowing up 4 brains. But look at that for a second. If you want to kind of think about it for a second, feel free to pause the video, because I think you can maybe see where this is going. But you might kind of stop thinking about this bottom section because it's not really connected to the other parts, and it's too far away that you could maybe like chain the kegs from it over to here. But think about it a little more. Why can't we hit these brains? It's because we can't stand next to them on a non-oromite tile. Are there any non-oromite tiles that we could stand next to over here? Well, if this brain was gone, we could stab this one down here. If this brain was gone, we could stab this one down here. Wait a second. This powder keg here will destroy these 2 brains. Do we need this bottom one at all? Well, no, we don't, actually. So let's get it out of here. And we'll put this one out there where it belongs. We can kind of slot these in. Make sure there's nothing lying next to them. And let's get this out of the way. Now we can just... don't want to stun it. We can destroy those, and we've got an extra powder keg here. I should be careful not to blow it up before we get it to its destination. Now we can blow it up. And that's how you do it. So, I will see you next time.